and chaos made the town blue. Watching from the bar, we chuckle and cheer. Bartending outside with another cold beer. Pretending they rule, acting like kings. Forgotten reality wrapped up in wings of nonsense. Y'all making us grin. Bar stood for losers, never gonna win. Beer bottles clinking, truth they can't see. Stopping nonsense makes our night free. Stopping nonsense makes our night free. Stopping nonsense makes our night free.
Hey folks, yeah, it is Friday evening, and I'm starting to like these sovereign citizens yahoos. I only did it once before. Now I got a hold of a law and see a word 1 hour long special, and I have no idea how far we will get through because sometimes these streams get derailed. And speaking of derailed, hello, MD Law.
What's going on? I'm the king of late night derailment. Oh, well, I would say expert in shizzy, and then sometimes Baker are the kings of that, of ruining my streams or derailing my streams. They don't ruin them; they make them much better. Oh dear Lord! All the sovereign citizen stuff is gold. I love it. I've done several soft sit streams, and
but
I was planning on doing my second Traveler on the Land stream last night, but this damn Young Thug stuff this week.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Wow, you've been suffering for months and months, and it's paying off this week.
Yeah, I mean, I have that huge numbers on my Tuesday stream, I believe. Over 26,000 views. Now it's getting down to normal because now it's normal trial with all the fustercocks and boring testimony. Well, except that today, Woody on the stand says, well, in 2015, in a conversation with Young Thug's sister, he said to her, next time I see Young Thug, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the prosecution's star witness who they are going to use to put Shannon Stillwell in the car at the order of Young Thug. I don't get it.
Yeah. I love Woody's been a great witness. I love him. He's great. Yeah. He's running circles around 88 Hilton.
Yeah, I mean, now today he was very.
He slipped up a little bit today, but I don't think it helps the state a lot.
No, I really don't. Especially when the jury has heard now for a week that he is lying to get himself out of trouble, and here he is in trouble. So
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's going to come out on cross that he was willing to testify that he killed. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're not going to, the state's going to object as soon because Steele's going to bring it up, the improper ex parte meeting up, and judge is going to probably try to cover his ass, but it's going to come out. He has a right to ask these questions.
Yeah, because in my opinion, the prosecution opened the door to everything by asking him, "Did you kill Nutt?" And he said, "No." Well, that now the judge has shut doors before that the prosecution have opened, but
You just keep going at it. Make him hold you in contempt in front of. I mean, send the jury out as a judge. This is exculpatory. Here it is. Nobody has denied within the motion to recuse you. I mean, nobody's come out and refuted anything that's been said by Steele or Weinstein.
Exactly.
As to what happened in that meeting.
Yeah. And did you see the state's motion? Because
the motion in limine on
the judge sustains too many objections for the defense.
Oh, because all she's doing is asking leading questions.
Yeah, and I told that to my audience, and I don't know if you can confirm or tell me if I'm stupid, but if you start out with asking a leading question which contains the information you want out of the witness, you get objected.
Yeah, it's suggesting the answer.
You just gave the witness the answer. Even if the next question is what if any blah, blah, blah. You already gave the answer. And that person is just repeating it. It's still leading. And I don't get that. Since he doesn't remember anything or he lies, she is allowed to ask questions about every interview he did back in 2015.
Yeah, exactly. Just play the damn interview.
Interview. Now that interview apparently was 9 hours straight.
Well, they did it in one of the other trials that we watched, where it was like, hours upon hours. It was at least like 7 or 8 hours of the guy like just sitting in a cell. Yeah. With investigators gone.
But this apparently was 9 hours straight with different investigators. I mean, if I'm not misremembering, I've seen convictions overturned for that kind of stuff.
It's excessive. You had the one that where they interrogated him and then they just left him alone for like 8 hours in the room by himself. And I can't remember which trial it was. And then they came back later and asked him, question him more.
Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. But we are not here for that. We are
we're not.
For and a big thank you to, they don't know I'm going to use it, but they, at least nowadays, they don't copyright strike anymore. Because these are Bodycam videos. Yes, they did the 1 hour compressed thingy, but it's still, and if we talk about it, it's fair use.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what this have.
Oh man, it's a Florida man, Volusia County.
Oh
no.
All right. Let's see what this has to give.
Birthday is a living soul, not a corporation entity.
Okay, that makes sense. Not at all.
You are stomping all over my constitutional rights.
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
He pushes my hands off. So
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
So I said I started doing Traveler on the Land Thursday last week.
So you are in an advantage because you actually meet these people.
Oh yeah, I've got one on the other side of a case. I got a hearing next week with one of these bastards. He hasn't been that crazy yet. He's been. I mean, his stuff has been pretty tame compared to what I've dealt with in the past. I'm just curious as to what he's going to try to pull next week. But I mean, Judge kind of shut him down in the first hearing. The judge asked him, he called him up and asked him his name for the record, and he was like, it's not relevant. And the judge was like, well, actually, I think your name is pretty relevant to what's going on here. And he started in on his thing, and judge is like, I've heard what I need to hear.
Oh yeah. Oh, what was it? On my first soft sits and beer, you had the guy showing up at court representing the entity known as, and the judge.
Yeah.
Well, if this person isn't here and you don't have a license to practice law, then he's not here and is in contempt. Okay.
And then we're also gonna have you charged with unauthorized practice of law is what you got to do.
Yeah.
I think Judge Simpson has done that before. He's threatened that before.
Yeah. King Cooley says he's seen where sovereigns win. I think you mean pro se.
Maybe pro se's, but the sovereign citizen stuff does not win.
Yeah. Let's continue here.
In the U.S. judicial system, it's said that no one's above the law, but some people, sovereign crime. First, let's U.S. laws don't lead to traffic or April 20.
Yeah, we don't need their commentary. We have our
Yes, it is. Reason for the stop today is the uninsured tags are expired. Do you have your license on now?
Oh, that's.
Is that a firearm under your?
Oh, I've got our paperwork. That's not a license.
I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues. Okay, don't ever reach for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit, you reaching over there. There's a firearm. Yep.
Just a general advice, folks. If a cop asks you if you have a gun on you, no matter if you have or not, don't reach for something inside your jacket. Chances are quite high you're going to be Swiss cheese.
Well, and if you do have a gun on you, and they approach your car and they pull you over, you are supposed to announce, especially if a concealed carry. You're supposed to announce,
yeah,
hey, I've got a weapon here, and they'll tell you how to handle that, how to deal with it.
Yeah,
they may reach in and grab it. If it's in your glove box, at least they know where it is. Don't open, don't reach for it. Don't open it. If it's on you, they may pull it off and they may take it off of you. But yeah.
I mean, 10-2 officer. I have a concealed weapon. I have permits.
Yep. See, and I don't need a permit in Oklahoma. To conceal carry or open carry. Not anymore. We've got constitutional carry. But if before, when I would have to have a concealed carry permit, you're supposed to announce and let them know, hey, I have a weapon. I've got concealed carry. I've got one in the vehicle with me.
Oh yeah, talking about the Second Amendment, the what you call it, the bump stock is
bump stock thing,
yeah. And if I understand it correctly, the Supreme Court only said that whatever's the arms and traffic,
the ATF,
yeah, you can't decide that. That's the ruling, not that it is banned or not banned. It's just
but I mean, as a fundamental matter constitutionally, it is unconstitutional. I mean, but they're taking the quickest way out by simply saying the ATF can't make that determination. Congress has to, and then when Congress tries to do it, then it'll get challenged again. They look for the easiest way to kick something out if they're going to do it.
Yeah, and the
to make it as narrow ruling as possible.
The commentary around it when on the Twitter X. Oh, now the Supreme Court has legalized mass murder.
Yeah, I know. They're so stupid.
And a bump stock makes you being able to fire 180 rounds per minute.
No. If you can pull the trigger that many times a minute, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you can pull the trigger that many times, it doesn't matter if you have a bump stock or not.
Exactly.
Because nothing in the stock, unless it is somehow activating a switch from semi-automatic to automatic, it has no bearing on how much you can fire a gun.
Yeah.
And here, folks, Sweden, our gun laws are very rigorous. And I say it's stupid. No, I'm not I grew up with our gun laws. So for me, it's natural. We don't have a Second Amendment. You have. So for you, your situation is natural.
Yep.
All right, let's see what this smug woman, because it seems like she thinks, "Oh, I got you now, copper. Look at my documents."
Yeah.
Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay, you're not going to do that.
Oh no, not happening.
Okay, so just hear me out. Stop talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting up an
Well,
intimidating
I'm not
factor.
going to hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it
I
or
do
anything
not
like
want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's
Does that
that's
cop have the
tough shit.
Does that cop have the Miranda rights written in the palm of his hand?
Does he have something written there?
Yeah, look, he has something written in his hand. Are those the Miranda rights?
He might.
Oh, there, look, he has something written in the palm of his hand. Now, sometimes people take notes in their hands, so it might not be the Miranda rights. Now, I just found it very funny.
just grab and take it out? I'm not going to seize
No,
it
I
or
do
anything
not
like
want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I am
ID?
willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can
Do
clearly
not
see it.
touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll tell
see
you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. You understand that?
She doesn't
It's
understand.
fine. I'd recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your
Well,
ID is?
that's not something you can really plead the
No,
fifth to.
sir.
What? Sorry.
That's not really something you can plead the fifth to. Your name and date of birth.
No,
You have to identify. You have to provide. You have to identify yourself. Those are lawful requests.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, over here, you don't have to identify yourself to law enforcement if they walk up to you on the street. In a traffic stop,
Yeah, I mean, some states. I mean, it depends on the state. Some states don't have it. A lot of states have the law. If it's a proper stop like this one, you know, from what we can tell, you've got to identify yourself.
Yeah, and if it's not a proper stop, then that will be resolved later.
Yeah.
Just comply, don't talk, ask for a lawyer if you are apprehended. That's about it.
Yeah, give them your name, your name, date of birth, and if you've got, you should have your ID on you, your ID, registration, whatever. It's shut the hell up because you're not going to fight the ticket. You're not going to fight the ride. You got to fight in court.
Dave says you can make an argument that your name and date of birth is testifying against yourself. Well, Dave, you have the link.
But whether it's testifying, it's not really incriminating. I'm sorry.
That's another stream.
You told me to put my hands on the steering wheel.
But you told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. If you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. 3216. Can I get another unit? I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep
No,
your hands
this
right
is
where they're at.
good cop work.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay. Perfect.
First of all, she has a gun. She wants to keep it.
There and your hand needs to stay away from them.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
That's tough shit.
Yeah, female's verbally uncooperative.
I am not uncooperative. I am simply answering you without lying.
Not at this time.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but
okay,
I'd say
it's still confrontational.
because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact, And
I
I'm going to
understand
get
that.
what I want when there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's going to happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Oh, yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I
You've
have.
met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
Okay, so you haven't met me. So therefore, you have no idea whether I'm reliable or not.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe
A
it's
monkey
police
suit.
uniform and a badge. But that's
Yeah.
fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're
Telling a cop he's wearing a monkey suit, that will improve it. That will
It's going to
definitely
make
improve your
it
situation.
so much better.
I watched an episode of Whose Line Is It, when they do that scenes from a hat, and they did that.
Yes.
What not to say when you are stopped by a police officer. The things they, yeah.
Yep.
What not to say? Where are the other two pigs? Yeah, and stuff like that. Jesus Christ.
mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go
I
home
don't
every day.
trust the badge.
Okay, you don't have to trust me, but I not that I don't trust you, I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds
Okay. that's-
possibly thousands of people every year, and I have to survive each of those contacts for
And I
a
understand
duration of 25 years.
that. I
Okay,
understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm, and so that's what I go off of. Okay.
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise.
There's no
You want it
compromise.
What is
your
the
way.
compromise?
What's the compromise? What has she been willing to compromise with currently? Nothing?
Nothing.
She's not identifying herself. She has a gun which she reached for without getting killed. So, I mean, she's up. I mean,
Yes.
that's she's got a bonus round on this life. I can't really see. No, I can't really see how she. Yeah, no.
She
I'm
stopped,
willing to
as
put it
Mass
on
is
the
right.
dash, or even
Like,
to allow
okay.
you to put it on the dash. I am
I would
not
like to do that.
willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay. Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that. Any other firearms with you?
No.
Oh, he took it out of the vehicle.
Psych!
He took it out of the vehicle.
He took her purple gun out of the vehicle. Psyched, and now he runs.
Yeah.
No.
Put my hands down now.
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
Now, can I begin going over this paperwork with me that you're going to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway?
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It is legitimate.
Okay.
I've done
Well, that's
my
fine.
research on my own.
Once I get this done, we'll move on with the rest of the stuff.
I just pulled up to the house. I got to go in.
Oh,
And,
okay.
I know. I'll be listening though.
Yeah, I mean, her paperwork are legitimate.
Yes.
Somehow, I have,
I have doubts.
yeah. Oh,
All right, I'll see you later. Thanks for having me on.
okay. See you later. Thank you for stopping by.
Bye.
It's been a lot easier to push the hill.
You don't get to decide how things go. Okay. I'm all about respecting you and trying to work with you.
I was
But-
trying to be helpful.
You were not. I was asking you to do something,
I
and
was
you were
talking-
refusing to.
I was talking about with getting the bullets out of the gun. I was just trying. It would have been easier and faster to get the bullets out if you'd have pushed the release.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to
Before
say.
that, I was giving you a lawful order, and you were refusing to obey that. For personal feelings, I understand that. You did not prefer it that way. But there's times during a traffic stop or an interaction with
My gun
police,
is
you
still
have
not
to
on my
set your
dash.
personal opinion or feelings aside
You
to
agreed
obey a lawful
to
order.
put my weapon on my dash.
Afterwards.
No.
Correct.
You
After I
agreed
told you.
to put my weapon.
Okay, we're gonna stop
on
this. I'm gonna
the
wait for the
dash.
chief. We'll go from there. I'm gonna put it on the dash now. You need to not reach for it, and I'm gonna put it on that side. Will you roll that window down?
I have to turn.
Just turn it.
Where's the hood of the car? She drives around without a hood on her car. What? I wonder why she was stopped. No, her tags are expired. No hood on the car. Yeah, yeah. He might have legitimate reason for pulling her over.
Turn it to the on. Yeah, accelerator on. That's fine. Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here. Okay, where's your identification at?
I can just wait for your chief.
Fine with me.
The chief of police arrives to help the officer.
I have the firearm now. So essentially, approached. I noticed she had the firearm on her hip. Not a big deal. I asked her if it was a firearm that she point at it or tell me instead of reaching it. She reached for it. Anyway, I asked her to put her hands on her head so I could remove it from her and take it back to my vehicle to secure it during the rest of the stop. And she's mildly argumentative. She refused to do that. We ended up coming to a compromise. She let me take it off her and unload it. So it's been a bit of confrontation. I've asked her for a license multiple times. She said she wouldn't give it until you got here. So that's where we're at. So can I have your license?
Don't want to repeat myself.
Okay, can I have your license, please?
Okay, just real quick, ma'am, just so you know, my name is Chief Brewster. Let you know I got my camera going too, so it is recording, okay?
Okay. I've got my camera recording as well. Now, as I told you before I relinquish my information, I am going to go over this paperwork. Okay? Which of course is my order. I promise.
I'm sure it's all legitimate.
Despite being insistent that she read the papers to the officers, it finds what she's looking
for my driver's license. I do want you to know that it's the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Under this
horse and carriage. I assume this was way back when cars started to arrive that she's quoting. That might have been modified since then.
constitutional guarantee one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct. And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
And we don't need to. The U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that. So
no, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have. And you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
No, you do not.
Okay, we can argue this later. So you need to provide the officer with your driver's license, or you will be arrested for held to carry and present.
For what crime?
Failed to carry and present a driver's license. It's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
But you have to let go of it. You have to present it to him.
Why do I have to let go? I presented it. You can see it.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No,
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
not required.
Okay.
Good. Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have?
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back.
Green Cards continues to be uncooperative, and
This is part of your right to travel. This isn't the place to argue that. Okay, that's why they have a court of law.
You mean another waste of my time?
Okay, well, you're citing what you think's a part of the Constitution, and so if it's constitutionally sound, that's what a court's for, and that's why there's appeals processes. If you don't like the original court ruling, okay, and if you read closely, they did not rule that you have the right to travel without a driver's license in a motor vehicle. Okay.
They did.
Okay.
And I can show you.
Well, that's fine. Again, if you believe that that's the case, that's what a court's for. It's not to set out here and argue on the side of the highway with the officer, because that just escalates things and things turn worse. We'll be back with the
did not authorize him to do that.
Do what?
He told me he was going to put it on the dash.
Okay. Well, I'll talk with him. Okay.
Can lie. I don't like it.
You giving it back to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to need to look around, all right. I usually have a card.
In a violation. I've never got to there before.
Okay, so
So
how
she
much
prevented
is she
you
wanted?
a driver's license, and she's suspended.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask her if she knows that. That's a crime that she knows she's suspended.
Well, also, she was cited and convicted on December 29th of 21 for driving less than 27 minutes on a public roadway. So,
Ma'am, did you know your driving privileges are suspended in Oregon?
I plead the fifth.
Okay.
after checking her information in the system, the officers decide it's time to arrest her.
Hey, Gina. So this is the deal, okay? I need you to step out of the vehicle because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you if that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view, right? Okay, so it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry, nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under clothing,
so
that's
now
concealed.
You guys want to nitpick.
and additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in December, late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been reinstated at all since then, so there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
You're making assumptions.
No, that's...
You're making assumptions.
Well, based on the facts presented, those assumptions are enough for placing under arrest. And then it's up to the prosecutor.
As far as your knowledge
you're
of that?
Assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right, I never said I knew for a fact. Okay, I'm not in your mind. I can't know that.
She pled the fifth to not incriminate herself on the question, did you know that your license has been revoked?
But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that, for the concealed firearm, yes, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just ask you to step out and face the panel of their force, please.
So, maybe like I explained to you, this isn't the place to argue. That just makes things worse. That's why there's court.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well, we didn't
And
look
I'm
for
willing
it.
to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you, you're stopped for expired tires. Okay, additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back too that's broken. I didn't notify you that that's why I stopped you, because I was primarily just stopping you for the tag. But, I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you. Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop. Okay, so you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest. Okay, so we're gonna ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any
So what are you going to do
altercation.
with my car?
So your car. So you were convicted of driving while suspended recently. So
You have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have no legal right to tow it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle, and if you refuse
I will
to...
step out of the vehicle. Okay. However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect.
Okay.
Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that, you can file lawsuits, you can do what you like.
So,
okay?
in other words, what you're saying, Chief, is that you don't care
get him on the camera.
that you are stomping all over my constitutional rights.
What I care about is this is my job. Okay, I am educated, I'm informed, I get the training on laws and court rulings.
But that does not mean that you know all the laws.
Well, we have seen cops who are less educated about law. We saw a judge today who doesn't know the difference between civil and criminal contempt. So just being a cop does not mean that you're well educated.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date. And again, if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later. Okay. But this isn't the place for it.
Eating crow later is not going to help me.
Okay. Well, it might. So go, ma'am. Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You are under arrest.
You guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way.
Well, at least she's compliant. I've seen a lot worse than this from people who
Would you please be gentle? I have a right shoulder injury, so
Chief,
please
hold
be
this
gentle.
arm. We'll put the safety cuff on.
And please do not pull my arms out.
We're going to do our very best. I'm only limited by these two cuffs.
Too high.
It'd be a little better if you were able to hold a little more still.
Well, I'm sorry that I'm not standing still enough for you. I'm a little bit scared.
Real quick, ma'am, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can.
All you have to do is go to forthepeople.com's pinned comment, which is the passenger side, to talk to the driver.
Okay. Let's see what else we have here.
Hello. Hi, I'm Officer Wolf from Snow Police Department. The reason I stopped you is it appears you have a fictitious license plate on the back of your vehicle.
Yeah, that will get you stopped. A fictitious license. Ooh, is this one of those where there are instructions online? If you do this, you create your own license plate, and the cops can't stop you. They can.
Do you know anything about that? I'm a sovereign human being. Okay. And I'm an American national. Okay. Do you have your driver's license, insurance, and registration, please? What?
No.
Do you have any form of ID on you?
No, Matthew Tucciaroni's my name.
Okay. All right. So just so
I've
you
been
know.
pulled over a couple times already by state troopers, sheriffs, and this is recognized. Okay.
Okay, I don't agree.
Tucciaroni wasn't interested in hearing what the officer had to say and actually ended up rolling up the window while the officer was talking.
All right, go ahead and step out, please. Step out of your car, please.
I didn't do anything
Mary
wrong.
1, I need another unit. Step it up, please.
I did not do anything wrong.
Pennsylvania versus Mims is a Supreme Court case law that says you're required to get out of that car if I ask you. If you do not, I'm going to force you to.
Hold on a second. I'm calling my lawyer.
Okay, so this cop knows the statute. They are getting better at this because we all seen videos on the YouTubes and otherwise where cops have no clue. But this seems to be a person who knows something, at least up to this point.
Okay, get out of your car.
Call my lawyer.
You can call your lawyer if you want, but as soon as another officer gets here, I'm going to force you out of that car if you don't get out on your own.
I don't need to be under arrest. I didn't do anything wrong.
You're being detained right now. And Pennsylvania versus Mims is the United States Supreme Court case law. You're being detained.
Why?
Because I told you I'm investigating one crime.
Okay.
You also said you don't have a driver's license, which is another one. And if you don't provide me a form of identification when I'm investigating you for a crime, that is a third crime that I'm investigating you for.
There is no crime.
You are required by law to provide me your true full legal name if I'm investigating a crime.
Well, this car.
If you do not provide me with your true full legal name, you can be arrested for that.
Matthew Tucciaroni.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license or any other form of
I am
identification?
a sovereign being. My name is Matthew Tucciaroni.
Okay. Again, Arizona Revised Statutes 28-1595
Hi, Officer Beers.
requires you to show me an ID card or driver's license. Get out.
No, I'm not getting out of the
Okay.
car. This is
I'm going to
not-
give
I
you.
didn't do anything wrong.
All right.
I'm not getting out of
Matthew.
the car. I've done.
If you do not get out, I'm going to force you out.
An officer that Tucciaroni seems to know arrives at the scene and tries.
Anything interesting happened in Georgia court today? Well, yeah. The prosecution star witness, Woody, on the stand, testified to that he, in a conversation with Young Thug's sister, said to her, "Next time I see Young Thug, I'm going to kill him." So that was kind of interesting, since the prosecution is using him to prove that he can put Mr. Stillwell in the car as the shooter and Young Thug as the person calling in that thing. Somehow his credibility is somewhat tainted by lying constantly. Wookie, how is that case allowed to continue with that judge? Because the Georgia Supreme Court hasn't decided yet, and as long as they haven't, it's his courtroom.
Tries to calm him down.
Matthew, look at me.
Officer Beers, I'm not doing anything
Matthew.
wrong today, but just
Look at me. If you don't get out, I'm going to force you out. I'm going to charge you with resisting arrest also. So get out, please. Come on.
All right. Come on, sir.
Get out.
There's no reason to
I've
act
asked
like
you
this.
probably 10 times to get out.
There's no reason to act like this.
Get out of your car then. All right.
There's no reason to act like this. There's no reason to
Get
act
out.
like this. Do not touch me.
Get out.
Do not touch me.
Get out of your car.
Do not touch me. Do not touch me, please. Please, do not touch me.
I've asked you 10.
At least say it in a masculine voice, please. If you're going to act tough, at least have a masculine voice. Well, I'm not assuming genders. Taser. Everybody calls for a taser.
10 times to get out. Get out on your own then.
What are you doing? Please, do not touch me.
Officer Ramirez. Ow! Come on! Get on the ground. Please, I didn't do anything! Get on your stomach. Come on! Officer Ramirez. Just comply. Come on. Just comply for now. Just comply. All right. Just comply for now. Okay? All right. I just got here, okay? But right now, the best thing you can do is just comply. All right? If you want to file a complaint, I will give you that information. All right? I promise. My superiors will overlook everything. Okay. All right. But he had to repeat himself, all right? Like I said. All right, just stand up for me. Stand up, all right? Matthew, what are you doing? Come on. Let's go back to your car. You are detained. You were detained from the beginning when I told you that. I know. Just relax.
Yeah.
You're safe.
Somehow, that with his voice saying stop, stop, I don't think that works in prison.
Sovereign plate on there. You did comply with my officer here. Okay? All right, just relax, all right? You are safe. Go ahead and take a seat for me, all right? Just relax, Matthew, okay?
Just silly. I just want some.
Put your feet in for me.
Oh, I remember that guy from another video. He's this thin guy who also manages to have saggy man boobs. I remember this guy from another video. Or it might be a different guy with equally soggy man boobs. Oh.
Please just listen to my officer. Just listen to my officer. Please. Okay? We'll get you some water. We'll make you some comfortable. Right now, we got to do what we got to do, all right?
The officers removed the fake license plate and expressed their frustration with sovereign citizens.
Yeah, I went on the passenger side. Started asking questions. He just rolled up the window and turned around and started dialing people. I'm like, nope, you're getting out.
I don't understand why they think we're making it up. You know what I mean? Like,
I even told.
Yeah, I mean, after this many years and these many times in court, why are they still thinking it will work? No, I will not talk about that. That's not Valhalla. Shame on you, MD Law.
Told them the statute.
Tucciaroni was charged with resisting arrest, displaying a fictitious license plate, and failed to move, and was subsequently arrested.
Yeah, and remember, folks, until a jury of his peers, which I don't think you want sovereign citizens in the jury box, he is presumed innocent. So is the other. So is the woman, him, and the rest of the people. If they are not convicted, they are acquitted. This never happened.
Again. Next, we're in Volusia County, Florida. The sheriff there posted a video compilation from November 2023 showing the arrest of 2 alleged sovereign citizens. The traffic stop starts over the license plate.
Just a second, please. I think it says post-Union Treaty.
Oh, there it is. Neutral... Yeah, oh. I remember the Geneva Convention about Neutral Zone Transport Vessel applies to emergency vehicles in wartime. Not jackasses on a Florida highway.
Neutral zone transport vehicle. That's not how this works, man. You know what the flag upside down means?
no.
It's a sign of distress.
The truck stops at a gas station, and when the officer approaches, the driver is on the phone with a woman who's coaching him through what to say.
Hey, boss, how you doing? Not too bad. Deputy of the Sheriff's Office.
I just got pulled over.
Hey, so the reason why I'm stopping you, boss, I didn't recognize the tag that was on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have your driver's license registration with you?
Here you go. I got the paperwork right here. Where's the paperwork at, Michelle?
Time for another beer.
All right.
It's where?
Yeah, here. She wants to talk.
It's on speaker.
haircut.
Okay, where's your driver's license, boss?
That's for. No, I don't need my window down.
I'm sorry. So, do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, what's your name, boss? I don't see your name on here. Can you point it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how this works. Where's your name at?
I'm just getting him the paperwork.
Whoever is coaching him might be
Sure, you talk to him now.
accessory to.
Ma'am, if he refuses to identify himself in this traffic stop, there's going to be an issue.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
he is identifying as a national of the neutral power state. As you know, that removes him from your jurisdiction.
No, it does not. The only people being removed from jurisdiction is people with diplomatic immunity, and they still have to show it.
It doesn't matter who he identifies as. He's operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, ma'am.
Okay. Are for you.
What?
Volusia County Sheriff.
Yeah.
Charlie, 40%?
So, are for you.
44. How far out is my second?
Your
Charlie 49. 93, how far are you guys?
No, I just was checking. Ma'am, so this is what's going on. The tag on his vehicle does not appear like it's proper back to any state. So it appears the vehicle is unregistered. Then on top of that, I come up here, I'm asking for his identification documents, and he's handing me a stack of the papers instead of a driver's license. So I'm concerned he might be driving without a driver's license, and his vehicle might be unregistered.
No, that's not how it
What?
works, lady. For you who don't know, I spent 3 years in the European Union as a documents analyst. That's not how diplomacy works. That's not how the Geneva Convention works.
Okay, what's your name, boss? Sir, what's your name?
Everything right here.
Can I see your name, please?
Right here.
Where?
Right there.
Please point to it.
Right there.
Where's your name, sir? I don't see it. Are you the postmaster? That's what it says. Postmaster.
I am the postmaster.
So is your first name Mark or your last name Mark?
No.
So nothing on here has your name.
Right there.
Is your Destiny
First name.
Mark? Destry? Is that how am I saying it? And what's your last name, boss? I can't see it.
Right there. Wagerman.
Wagerman? What's your date of birth, sir?
It's all right there.
It's not
I'm
on
not
there.
telling him anything.
All right. Well, this is the thing. If we cannot properly identify you, then there could be a potential issue for us coming up.
I'm telling you that you cannot talk to us.
Well, that's fine. He doesn't necessarily have to talk to me, but he does have to obey my lawful commands.
Sir, as you know.
No, lady, it's not as you know, because it doesn't work that way.
The terms of the Geneva Convention clearly state that you are required to have knowledge of every term.
Hey, Murphy.
Why is he looking at my stuff for?
This is part of his job. Hey, Murphy, can you just switch with me real fast? Who? Lieutenant who?
What? Lieutenant who? Lieutenant who?
What authority?
I think you mean trying to say Galarza.
Yeah.
All right, just hold on right here. I just got to look at something real fast.
The deputy double checks the status of the truck, then
Ford registered to a Lower Lynn, the Bonzi out of Lake Helen, expired back into that 22.
All right, sir. This is kind of where we're at. So I checked the.
Hang on, Michelle. Hang on. Michelle, hang on.
So this is kind of where we're at. So I checked the VIN. The car is currently looks like it's unregistered. So if you don't have, do you have a Florida driver's license or a driver's license out of another state that I can check? to ensure that you're a licensed driver?
Right there's all I got.
Okay, well, there's a problem. So I tried to search you up under this. I can't find anybody, you know, I can't find you. So if I can't verify that you have a valid driver's license, then how am I supposed to let you drive off?
She's coming.
That's not gonna change anything.
I'm saying I gotta have a valid driver's license.
Which to operate a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, yes, sir.
Okay, you're at Catalina and Howland.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. It's a simple question. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Right there's all my paperwork I got.
Okay.
She's coming.
Ask him that because he's not required to provide any.
Yes. Oh.
Is your middle name Mark?
Well, because he's got it right here. He's got the paperwork in his hand.
All we're trying to do is just identify it, that's it, and then send you on your way. Is that your last name?
Yep.
Okay. Is your ID through Florida? What state is it from?
I'm right here. Yeah.
What state is it from?
She's coming.
That's fine. What state is your ID from?
Oh, she's coming there.
When you used to have an ID, what state is it from?
This will end well.
Colorado? Okay. What's that?
It won't register because it's fine. Here she is. She's right there.
That's fine. I don't need her actually, and she's not going to come over here. What is your date of birth?
It's right there. Everything's right there.
No, not everything is right here. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Not at all.
This. I know.
Destry, hop on out.
I'm not. Why do I need to get out of my car? Have I done something wrong? Wait. Whoa. Before you drag me out of the car, what have I done?
Hop out of the car.
Have I done something wrong?
You're failing to identify yourself.
That's not a law. That's not a misdemeanor. It's not a law. Hey, don't get in my car. What are you guys doing? What's this? They're jerking me out of the car, Michelle.
Get out.
They're getting me out of the car. All right, I'm getting out. All right, I'm getting out. I'm getting out. You guys are jerking me around. You guys are jerking me around.
Look, I got you.
All right. Well,
At least he doesn't have a concealed weapon on him.
Now you're under arrest.
Damn. We're not doing anything. What? I'm resisting and you guys are jerking me around. I don't know how much.
It's someone named Michelle on the phone. I have no idea if it's mom, sister, coach, wife.
Not to show my ID is not a federal offense. You tell me. Not an ID state.
Separate your feet, boss.
Not an ID state here. And I don't go for certain seats.
Stop bucking on me, please. It's not registered.
Stay on my wallet.
No.
It's not. Stay on my wallet.
Everything's coming out your pockets.
No.
Hey,
Stay
switch
on my
sides,
wallet.
man.
I don't accept.
You might not accept it, but it doesn't mean it's not happening.
You guys are
Well, yeah, you might not accept it, but it's going to happen. Things you can say in a traffic stop that you can't tell your girlfriend. Oof, that went dark. Sorry.
to me for no reason at all. None.
Stop yelling, please.
When the woman on the phone arrives at the scene, things escalate again.
Okay. Yes. Do you want to talk to him or not? If not, we're going to get him out of here. We're trying to give you the keys. Hey, what?
Hey, watch your back.
I need to call him myself because I have a phone number for him.
Unlock this door now.
No, I'm not going to you.
Get out.
We break it?
Open the door. No. Yes, so. Now get out. Get out. Get out of the car.
Yeah, do I think it's an overreaction? Yeah, somewhat. But don't drive up to an active crime scene. That's just generally really, really bad. Really, really bad.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive.
You just told 241 and you're hurting me.
Give us your hands. Give us your hands.
No.
But if
I'm
it
not
happens,
looking into your.
comply, file complaint.
X-ray 90 pencil.
Oh, yeah. Right.
We have another 10-15. Do we have a watchman there? Log on.
I assume she believes that she would show up, they would understand the wrongdoings and let him go. Yeah. Amos Marin said, I just can't understand how there are more and more of these people. They might have been crazy elsewhere, but now they found a common crazy. They kind of gather around stupid, and they adapt to it, and they live by it.
The man was identified as Destry Wagerman. He was charged with driving an unregistered motor vehicle, habitually driving with a suspended or revoked license, and resisting an officer without violence. He entered a no contest plea in December and had to serve 2 days in jail. The woman was identified as Laura Lynn Nabisny. She was also charged with operating a vehicle while her driver's license was suspended or revoked, as well as not having proof of insurance or a license plate. Her case is still moving through the courts. Her next hearing is in May. Now we're headed to Gulf Breeze, Florida. It's January of East Hospital.
5. Any reason for that speed tonight?
Where's the 35?
Before you got off the bridge, and it was who just came off the bridge. All this is 35.
I was going 40, I thought.
Nope. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance.
You don't have to have a license to drive a car.
Yes, you do.
You do not.
15-7, 41 with me. Ma'am, step out the vehicle.
Yeah,
step out the vehicle.
Lost in the state of confusion.
You are being detained right now. Step out the vehicle, young lady.
I know my rights.
Either you step out the vehicle, I will remove you from the vehicle.
I know my rights.
15-7, sovereign citizen.
Did you hear what I said? You need to get a supervisor out here right now.
No, you need to step out the vehicle right now. Young lady, step out the vehicle. Step out the vehicle. Last time I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask, and then I'm going to make you step out the vehicle.
You're going to get me a supervisor out here right now.
No, you're going to step out the vehicle right now.
You are going to get me a supervisor out here.
You lawyers in the chat, tell me if you ask for a supervisor, are they required or not to get a supervisor?
Right now.
That's fine.
I know my rights.
What right is that?
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a car. I am not. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I know my rights.
Okay.
Very well.
That's what you want to stick with?
Call a supervisor.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Right now.
Or else what?
I know my rights.
If I don't call a supervisor, or else what?
I guess we're not going to go anywhere then.
Okay. So just hold it for me and go and give me the channel.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
Yeah, our channel will be 1033.
That can
Yeah, I forgot she's not
educate you on what
driving. She's traveling.
Okay, he could educate me on what the law is. What? So do you have an ID or you have a driver's license?
No, I don't have a driver's license on me.
Okay. Do you have one issued to you?
In Mississippi.
In Mississippi. So why would you need a driver's license to drive on the road if you don't need a license?
That was years ago.
Oh, so what year is this?
What year was the ID issued?
29.
Fun fact. On my farm, I can operate any kind of vehicle because it is farmland. I can't operate it if I don't have a license for it. I can't operate it on a public road or even a private road if that private road have access to a public road. But I can drive it on my farm.
Right, that's your supervisor.
You hope it is?
I really do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I wonder if I can register a monster truck as a farm vehicle. Huh.
What is your name and badge number?
I already told you my name. It's Officer Banks.
And what is your badge number?
It's Officer Banks.
Are you failing to?
Are you failing to give me your driver's license?
I don't have to give you a driver's license to drive a car. This is not a commercial vehicle.
Okay.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling.
Okay.
I have all the laws back here.
Okay. So you're not going to give me a driver's license?
I'm not going to give you a driver's license. I don't have to give you a driver's license.
Okay.
I'm traveling. I don't have to have a driver's license.
You don't know. I live in Sweden.
In what state is that?
Rules and regulations
It's
are
common law, natural law,
Okay.
constitutional law.
Okay.
You need to get a supervisor out here.
I do?
Yes.
Okay.
Smith demands a supervisor, and one soon arrives.
Her vehicle stopped for speeding. 54 and 35 coming off the bridge. She asked me where the speed limit was, saying that it's before she got off the bridge. She actually did a U-turn. We were in the 35 zone. We pull over here. I introduced myself. I said, any reason why we're driving this fast? And I said, you got your license. She immediately goes into, I don't need a license to drive the vehicle.
Okay.
And they said, I am traveling.
Okay.
That's a very good reason for me to get a monster truck. What else would you use for recovering other vehicles? Yeah. If my tractor gets stuck, I need a monster truck to pull it out.
So, you do need a license to drive the vehicle. And you do have to identify yourself to these officers.
I do not have to have a license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You're wrong, but okay.
I know common law, natural
I don't
law,
care about common law.
constitutional
You're in the
I
state
know
of
that
Florida.
You don't.
You're in the
You're
state of
Canada
Florida.
law.
You're in the state of
It
Florida.
doesn't matter in what state
It
I'm
does
in.
matter.
I'm in the U.S.
It does matter. So you better hope the information you gave us comes back as to being you. So at this point in time, I need you to shut the vehicle off and step out of the car.
I'm not getting out of the vehicle.
You're going to get out of the car.
I haven't been suspected of a crime.
You are being legally stopped on a traffic stop. You are not being cooperative. It is not a Terry stop.
What
Trust me,
crime
I
am
know the difference. You were speeding. Turn the
is
vehicle
crime.
off and get out of the car.
Yeah, this is not a terrorist stop.
Out of the car now. Undo the
Let me
seatbelt.
turn the vehicle off.
Turn it off now.
Schaefer, unbuckle her. So that's it.
Put all that down.
Step out, turn around.
Hi, fiery red.
Turn off, face away.
Turn
I
around.
do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Well, then you can tell that to the judge if you end up going to jail.
I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I have all the laws right there.
I
in the
don't
back
care
of my
what I don't
car.
care what laws you say you
I
have.
know that you don't care because you're supposed to be a police
then
officer.
you should
a
know
peace
that
officer.
this is that you should know that this conversation's over then.
right. Because you don't care about the laws. You don't care about our rights. I live right down there.
Where's your ID out of, or your license out of?
Mississippi.
I just thought you didn't have one. You just
Sir,
said you don't need one.
This is ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. We're
Yes,
not going
it
to play
is.
any of these games with you tonight.
It's not a game. This is my rights as a,
It's not
as a
your rights.
citizen.
It's not your rights.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You're in the state of Florida. The state of Florida requires you to have a driver's
No,
license to operate a motor
no,
vehicle.
Sir, it doesn't matter what state I'm in.
See, that's your problem is you say it doesn't matter, but it does. In
the
this
laws
country,
in
it
my
does.
car.
I don't care about what laws you say you
Sir,
have.
You should care about the
I
laws
don't,
and the rights
but
of citizens. You're a
we
peace
know your
officer.
rights. We know your rights.
No, you
You
don't.
don't
I
know
know
your
my-
rights.
yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Because if you knew your rights, you knew or you would know and should know.
Yeah, both Saab and Volvo have done some very, very nice military vehicles that might be converted for farming.
That you must have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle. And
I've
if I
been
find
with
out
through
that
cops.
if I find out that you are not giving us the right information to
I
identify
gave you
you,
the right information. Why would I do that? I'm trying to use my rights as a legal citizen. Why would I
you do that? Well, you would do that because you don't have a valid driver's license.
I don't have a valid driver's license. I don't have to have a valid driver's license.
You do.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I do not.
Then we'll let the judge determine that.
We will let you can't arrest me. I haven't done anything wrong.
We can arrest you.
You can't.
If you don't have a valid driver's license, we most certainly can.
I don't know who she has been talking to that makes her believe all this. There must be a bunch of people out in different states and counties who gather these people and convinces them you don't have to obey to state law, federal law, as long as you say this.
Can I please call my
No,
mother?
you cannot.
Why?
Because you don't need to call you. Are you an adult?
Yes.
Then why do you need to call your mother?
To come and get me from jail since I'm being illegally detained.
You will be able to call her once you get there.
Can I at least lock my car?
We will make sure it is secure.
What are you going to do with my car?
Hey, T for two. Why do they go round and round with these people? Well, these are the body cam videos where they do that. And as Benjamin Gray says, because self-incriminating statements caught on camera.
Probably tow it
Why?
because you are driving without a license.
I don't have to have a license to drive. That is commercial driving.
It is not commercial driving.
Yes, it is.
We are doing our job.
No,
Whether you
you're
agree or not doesn't matter. It's a
You
mute
take
point.
orders from the top. You don't know the laws and the rights. Law is
We
law
do.
is law is
We do.
canon law.
We do.
Sergeant Turner.
And in this country, what laws do we follow?
Canon law. Y'all follow canon law. We follow
The rest of
natural
it.
law.
Who is
common
we?
law.
Who is we? Who's we? Tell me who we is.
Police officers.
No, police officers. We are police officers. We're not peace officers. We're police officers.
Yes, I know that now.
So then your argument just needs to stop, and you just need to sit there quietly.
Sergeant Turner, please just let me go home.
No,
Why?
because you do not have a valid driver's license, and you have done nothing but give my officers a hard time during this entire ordeal.
I tell you that I have rights.
You don't know your rights.
I haven't
Clearly,
been ugly to y'all. I haven't yelled at you.
you
and
have
ran
not
away.
been cooperative.
I haven't been cooperative.
This is getting sad. She really, really believes this crap. And I wonder who is pushing this garbage into her head? I don't get it.
What,
Not
silent?
at all.
Just go with it?
No, just be honest.
Sergeant, please.
You don't have a license.
Okay, I'll never drive again.
Yes, you will, because you believe you don't have to have a license.
I'll go get a driver's license tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute. Now you're telling me that you'll go get a license,
Because you're telling me that I have no
believe
choice.
you don't. That's correct. You have no choice.
Police learned that Smith had already failed to appear in court for very similar crimes.
You failed to appear on a court appearance for, what was it, expired license? So your Mississippi driver's license is expired.
And for the registration.
Okay, and the registration. So you had a court date that you missed.
Whoopsie.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
You don't, or you choose not to?
No, sir. I would not lie to you. I don't lie. I do not remember that.
Okay, well, you do have a warrant out of Santa Rosa County. So
We're
regardless,
in Santa Rosa County.
you're in Santa Rosa County. Do you not know where you live?
I just moved here. My
When?
mother lives on High Point.
When did you move here?
About 2 months ago from Pascagoula, Mississippi.
Okay. And you don't know what county you live in now after
No,
2 months.
I don't. That's not something I use often. What county I live in.
Oh, her mother must be so proud of her.
Well, you are going to jail tonight.
Well, thank you, Sergeant Turner.
You're welcome.
Smith is sticking to her guns,
I don't
repeatedly
mind.
arguing that the officer just doesn't understand the law. But the deputies are worried she
Worried about No, you know what I'm actually worried about? People like
You're
you
actually worried
who
about
think that
meeting your
laws
quota.
don't. No, there is no quota.
There
It's
are
people
laws
like
that
you
don't
who
matter.
believe that laws don't pertain to them. And that's just
They
not
don't.
the case.
They don't.
Then enjoy spending a lifetime in and out of jail, because
I've
that is
never
what
been
will
to jail.
happen.
Though it won't actually.
If you continue to act like this and do this, it will.
I'm not acting like anything. I'm
Then
telling
I would
you that
suggest
what
moving
my
back to
rights are.
Mississippi.
I'm not moving back to Mississippi.
Then if
either.
you stay living here and driving a car without getting a valid driver's license, that is what is going to happen.
You do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I've already been through roadblocks with state troopers with this.
And they're not very good state troopers.
I would assume she's lying. She's been told this is one of the things you need to say.
Yes, they are, because they know their rights. And they know the law.
No. If they let you through with this garbage, they're not.
This is not garbage.
It's garbage.
Have you done any research into it?
More than you will ever know.
Okay,
You're not
well,
the
then you
first
would know
one.
it's not
You're not
garbage.
the first person I've run across that thinks this way. And,
yeah, I know.
And
We're a problem. Right
those
now.
other people went to jail too.
Good. You know,
It's not
it
good.
doesn't
It
change the
shouldn't
fact
happen.
that I do not have to have a driver's license to drive a vehicle. I do not. I'm not a commercial driver. I'm not driving people around. I'm traveling. That is considered a part of my home, and I do not have to have a driver's license.
I'm not driving. I'm traveling. Jesus Christ, lady.
To drive a vehicle.
I suppose you don't have to have a
How
registration.
can this be worth it?
Where's the gun in the car?
The gun? There's no gun in that car.
There seems to be ammo.
The gun's in a pawn shop.
When did you pawn it?
Like 2 months ago.
So why are you still just carrying around ammo?
I didn't know that ammo was in there.
The next thing the deputies find in Smith's car gets her in much bigger trouble.
Drugs inside the vehicle. You are under arrest now for possession of felony narcotics.
Well, yep. That takes care of it. Yep, that takes care of it.
I didn't give y'all permission to search my vehicle either.
Your vehicle's being towed. We're inventorying it. We're not searching it.
Yes.
Oh, I don't like that splitting hairs. You would probably get a probable cause real easy. We are not searching the car, we're inventorying it. Oh, that's just stupid.
You're searching my vehicle.
You say that our laws don't matter to you, so what does it matter?
Obviously, I don't have any laws right now.
No, there's plenty of laws. You're just breaking them.
I don't have to mind laws that aren't valid.
They're valid laws.
Now she's going into civil disobedience. I don't have to apply. I don't have to conduct myself to current laws if I don't believe in them. That's not how you do that. If you want to change your law, or don't agree to your law, and you choose to go the route of civil disobedience, you are knowingly breaking what you believe is an unjust law. And you are willingly taking the punishment for it, since you believe that will get you to some kind of martyrship light.
They are not valid laws.
The United States and the state of Florida seem to think they are.
The United States has a constitution that we fall under.
Right.
Statutes, mandates, codes.
I know what you mean. What would happen if she said the car was missing her $5,000 gold ring? Maybe the impound guy stole it. By inventory the car, he can protect himself against it. I understand your point. I disagree. With the premise of my argument was, if they want to do that, they can easily get a probable cause. Would that mean that judges get a whole lot of work? Yeah. I really don't care. The moment a cop steps into a car, it is searching the car, even for inventory reason. Is that a Supreme Court case that says that? Police can inventory items that they handle and move. So since they are towing the vehicle, they are right. Okay. I can't say I'm in agreement of that decision.
So
none of that matters.
So under our Constitution, it still gives the state governments the right to govern themselves, correct?
That's right. And the sheriff has all the power.
That's right.
That's right.
The sheriff does. He is
Yes,
head law enforcement
He's not
officer.
part of NATO. He's not part of the Council on Foreign Relations.
I'm not part of NATO either.
Well,
Oh, for fuck's sake. So, and Geneva Convention, I assume. Citizens are not members of NATO. Countries are.
You take orders from the top.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
You know who I take my orders from? My chief of police.
Exactly. He takes orders from the top.
Who's the top?
You want me to give him one name? I mean, that would be impossible.
I don't know who the top is.
I know, because you haven't done research.
I guess I'm just an ignorant cop.
Nope, you said that. I didn't say that.
Well, that's what you're implying.
No, I didn't imply things.
And stop implying that I only take orders from the top. Fair enough?
You do take orders from the top. That's how it works.
Afraid not.
Oh, you sweet summer
Yeah, I
child.
know, that's what y'all
How
do
about getting yourself into rehab and stop listening to general advice? If you're taking legal advice from someone, make sure they are not equally drug addicts. Okay?
No, you make up your own.
I don't. I know the Constitution. I've learned it.
I know the Constitution too. I also know that the states have the right to govern themselves.
That's been turned into.
Oh, and I'm sure you're the expert.
Yeah,
You're not.
I have rights and I live in America.
Correct. But you
And
decide which laws to
I don't
follow.
take orders from anybody.
Nobody's giving you
Except
orders.
God.
Nobody's giving you orders.
Obviously, you are right now.
No,
You're
right
going
now.
to jail.
Yep, government and
because
city
you
should
violated Florida state
I
law.
violated a law that someone made up that's not legal.
The Constitution was made up
Yeah.
by people.
Yeah. And God.
Those same people put laws into place even back then.
Our Constitution was changed in 1776 and in 1871.
I don't think it was changed in 1776.
It was written in 1776
Ah, there we go.
and it was changed in 1871
I'll have to take your word on that one
because you haven't done the research.
because I don't need to. You're just playing a victim.
I'm not playing a victim.
That's what you're doing.
I'm not a victim. I'll never be a victim. I hate that mentality.
Then why are you playing all these excuses as to you don't need a driver's
It's not
license?
an excuse. I have the laws
But
in that car.
I don't know enough
That's right.
about the U.S. Constitution in 1871, but I thought that had something to do with amendments. But I'm not American. You tell me.
I ride around with them.
Why? To
I have
educate
the book of the Constitution in
to
there.
educate people like me?
I don't think that you're interested in learning anything.
I don't
that
think
you're
you-
very stubborn.
I don't think you know anything about me to even get to make that comment.
Smith was arrested and charged with possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, DUI, and driving without a license. The court.
Okay, so she was coked out of her head and decided to drive as a sovereign citizen. Okay, yeah, so I was correct. It had with amendments to do. Okay. Yay! I got something right.
Adjudicated her guilty plea on drug paraphernalia and DUI charges. That means she could have the charges removed from her record if she completed 1 year of probation and met all of her sentencing requirements. But court records show she violated her probation in 2023 when an officer tried to pull her over for having a headlight out, and she refused to stop until she was in her driveway. She also still didn't have a valid driver's license.
Oh, baby girl, why are you doing this to yourself? Whole life in front of you and Jesus. No, we are not reading the 19th Amendment.
Our next suspect who refuses to cooperate is in Martin County, Florida. Came time for him to force.
For me pulling you over is because you ran through that red light.
Oh, I did.
You did, yes, sir.
It wasn't yellow?
No, sir. It was solid red.
It was.
Yes. Do you have your license, insurance,
No,
or registration?
actually, we're not going to do that. So,
I'm sorry?
I don't know how to explain this to you, but I don't need to give you any identification.
Okay.
That aggressiveness, bearded sir, I don't think that's wise.
Yes, you do. I'm requesting for your driver's license. Okay. So we're not doing this. Okay. I'm requesting for your driver's license.
For what? What crime was committed?
Because I'm conducting a traffic enforcement.
What crime was committed, though?
You broke a traffic enforcement. You ran through a red light.
No. That's for CDL drivers. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry? Okay.
The
Go
light
ahead and
was
step out for
yellow.
me.
I'm not stepping out of the vehicle.
Go ahead and step out for me.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
Sir,
That's not happening. Take your hands off of me.
step out for me.
I'm not stepping out. I got a dog here, too. Call for backup, bro.
Hey, step out.
I'm not getting out. You're not telling me what I'm doing.
Sir, we're not doing this.
No, you damn straight we're not.
We're not doing this.
Get your
Step
hands
out.
off of me.
Step
Get
out.
your hands off of me.
I'm telling you one more time. Step
But
out.
who do you think
Step
you are?
out.
Don't do that with the dog here.
Okay, then don't do this.
Don't do it.
Don't do this.
Don't do it with the dog
Step
here.
out.
Don't do it with the dog here.
Step out.
What are you doing?
Get
I have
the out of the car. Get the out of the car. Get the out of the car.
What are you doing?
Out of the car.
Watch the dog. Get your hands on the ground.
Yeah, you need to work on your putting on handcuffs. Yeah, that dog is just very happy it's not the ATF.
The man's dog gets out of the car, clearly concerned. So deputies make sure it's safe in the car as they take Melanson into custody.
I can't believe that. I can't believe you just punched me in the face.
You're 100% right. I did. You pushed my hand off the freaking.
Stand up. Stand up.
You want to try and get the dog back in the car? Come over. Hey. Hey.
Hold up.
Hey,
Hey.
come here.
Come here.
Come on. Load up.
Load up. Come on.
Inside.
Come on.
Load up. Load up.
Yeah, that's not the best of guard dogs.
Let me see about this.
Good. Good. Done now.
Yeah, good dog.
He's like, I don't know why you stopped
That
me.
dog deserves a better
I told him why I
owner.
stopped him. Asked him for his driver's license. He's like, I don't have to give you my driver's license. Let's only proceed to go. And then I told him to step out. He's not stepping out. Told him several times. He's still not stepping out. Went to lock his door.
No, that wasn't me, Cicada.
So and then I reach in. I go to try and open the door from the inside. He pushes my hands off. So he's stopping.
Problem. David.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
I am giving you one opportunity to take care of your dog. Who can we call to get that dog?
Let me tell you something.
Okay,
I come from Massachusetts.
that's fine.
I've been down here for 2 years.
Okay,
I'm living inside my car.
okay.
Okay. My girl and my baby live in another state, and I'm paying for their rent and all their other. Okay.
Okay,
So I do not have anyone that I can call right now offhand. You can come get the dog.
okay.
Actually, maybe I can call someone from work. I
We're
work
gonna-
at ABC over there.
Well, we're gonna call animal control. Okay. It's
Well,
gonna
let me
go-
call. Can I call someone from work then?
How fast can they get here?
I don't. They live down the street.
Down the street?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your phone in the car?
Yep.
Okay.
I think so.
Hold on a second.
When the deputies look inside the SUV, they identify something that could have been used as a weapon against law enforcement.
Yeah, he has that like axe right there. I was like, oh,
Yeah, he's got an axe in there.
right there, right by the passenger. Or a ham.
Yeah, keep those things in the trunk, would you? Not within reach. That's a bad idea.
Or something. Right there. Could be a hammer.
Nice.
That's why I was like trying to grab his hand. I'm like, because if he grabs that, we're done.
A deputy read Melanson his Miranda rights as he sat in the back of the patrol car. When asked if he understood his rights, he opted not to respond. Melanson was charged with obstructing an officer without violence, no registration,
clearly
no
not
insurance,
Filipino.
and running the red light. He's decided to go pro se and represent himself in court. His
All the great decisions. Oh, yeah. What was his name now again? David Melanson. David Melanson Court. Oh, he is currently warranted. If this is the same guy. Is that the same guy? Yeah, I think that's the same guy. Well, he is warranted of the month on crime line, violation of bail, criminal threatening with a deadly weapon, domestic violence, simple assault, felon in possession of a deadly weapon. He is 5'11" and weighs 160 pounds. Concord NH. Warrant issued. Oh, this is from 2023, so this must be an old one. Let's see. No. Also from 2023. Yeah. No. So he might actually be in prison at the moment. Yeah, that pro se didn't work out for you, did it, Mr. Melanson?
next hearing is scheduled for May. We end today's after hours where a man's calm demeanor with officers didn't come a tag.
No, sir. Well, we found it. It's where the Crown Vic is.
Okay. Are you working with like a church or something, or what?
Negative. My name is Church.
Okay, I got you. So is this like, what is this vehicle for then?
It's for me.
Okay. I just noticed it doesn't have like an actual license plate on the back. It just has your. Is it like a business vehicle or what?
No. According to the law, Title 47, I don't have to have a registered tag if I'm not conducting commerce. If I'm just in my personal activities, I don't need a tag.
I see a
if I'm
pattern
doing commerce, then I need a tag.
Okay.
They all.
Well, it's got like a. Let me look at the plate real fast.
You got two statutes back there as well. Those are these statutes.
Why does it say not for hire on it?
By law, it has to say that. If I'm conducting commerce, then I'd have to say for hire.
Okay.
If I'm not for hire, the law say I have to post it on my vehicle as not for hire.
Okay. Do you have valid insurance on it?
I'm not required to answer that.
Okay.
By law, but if you want to write me a ticket, I'll go ahead and take the ticket.
Okay.
That way your day will go by faster and mine.
Well, do you just have an ID? All I'm trying to make sure is you have a driver's license and stuff like that, and I'll get you out of here.
Well, I don't need a driver's license to drive.
Okay.
Because that's for people that's conducting commerce.
Okay.
The problem is they don't tell y'all that, and they don't tell the citizens that. It is in law, but the problem is when we get out here, y'all don't know and we don't know.
Okay.
The law do say those who are conducting commerce have to have a driver's license. But if I'm in my regular conveyance, I already took the law down. Title 68-701 says I have a right to travel.
Okay. All right, dude. Who's in the back seat with you?
I'm taking her where that Crown Vic is, right there.
Okay. All right, hang on just a second, okay?
No problem.
When he heard the officer say Jackson might be a sovereign citizen, Jackson said sovereign citizens were on the same level as terrorists, and he was not one of them. Jackson was arrested on complaints of knowingly removing a VIN, illegal tag display, driving under suspicion, and failure to show proof of insurance. It was reported at the time that Jackson planned to represent himself in court, but were unable to verify his case status at the time.
Okay, so he's representing himself. Oh, that was fun. All right, folks, that brings us to the end of this. This has been fun. Thank you for showing up in the chat. Watch my other stuff. I will see you tomorrow for Yodi Day and updates on the serial killer cases I'm covering. Okay? I am getting you over to a storm chasing channel because apparently it's a bit windy somewhere in United States. But I will see you back here tomorrow for Yodi Day. Okay, folks? As per usual, thank you for allowing me to do this. It's because of you I can do this. And hug your family. Unless your family's crap, then screw them and give your love to the people who deserve it. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Drinking beer, laughing like fools on the street. Claiming laws don't apply, 10 cents a knee. You shout and scream, ain't got no clue. Conspiracies and chaos made the town blue. Watching from the bar, we chuckle and cheer. Bartending outside with another cold beer. Pretending they rule, acting like kings. Forgotten reality wrapped up in wings on the nonsense. Y'all making us grin. Bar stood for lobsters, never gonna win. Beer bottles clinking, truth they can't see. Solving nonsense makes our night free. Solving nonsense makes our night free.